What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak, the hype episode 249, which is a great number. He's got the 49 there, so yeah, the great Jimmy Garoppolo. We're going to talk all things national. The national is next week in Atlantic City, starting Wednesday. There's the preview night and goes all the way through Sunday. There's a lot of festivities, a lot of things going on in the hobby during the National Week. You'll see new announcements, so that's fun. We got Optic Football 2021. We still got products coming out, even though the 2022 season's about to start. And, of course, National Treasures Basketball 21-22 is here. We've got some announcements about a big break. We've added some stuff. But, man, how excited are you guys for the new releases?
I mean, National – for once, it's kind of like on time, right? National basketball.
Yeah.
For the actual national event.
I know it's paired up. It was meant to be.
This has happened before, though. I think it was 12/13. It came out because we were breaking it on release day at the National in our hotel room.
You know what? Now you say that, my first year of full breaking, doing group breaks as a full-time job was 2014. And that was the schedule where Immaculate would be the first release back then. Remember that? Immaculate Basketball. And then NT would come out in the fall.
Like right before Flawless, yeah.
Yeah, and then they switched it the year after. But that was probably they did that probably 2-3 years ago.
They've messed around a little bit because they've even Prism's supposed to come out a lot sooner than it did, being that it came out last week.
I remember breaking Noir. It was like released at the National as well. Like I don't know.
And we've been noticing, I wanted to ask you guys, because we're talking about the two new releases, one being football and one being basketball. Am I off base saying that I think the football market is hotter than basketball right now still?
You're not off base. That's 100 from obviously I break all the time. I've seen that. That's real.
Football is no off season, right, Cody? No off season for football collectors this year.
I think it's like a really good rookie class. Training camps are right around the corner. I think people are starved for football. Football hasn't left the news. Like, this has been like the most off-season activity. I feel like the most off-season activity starts in like March, and like trades and free agency all happens, but there's still trades going on. There's still a bunch of stuff going on, and then the promise of these rookie quarterbacks.
It's like, and a lot of them played last year, right? I mean, I think the majority of them at least played a game or two, and it actually seems like their stock, most of them had subpar years, except for Trey Lance, who went to the NFC Championship game. But
that's correct.
Oh god,
like
wow.
a lot.
I mean,
a lot of these guys.
I get it. He worked out those forearms holding that clipboard.
I like that she threw out the Darko Milicic argument, or like, look, only one of them's got a ring to start in their first couple of years, guys, and it's Darko.
I don't think you want Trey to be Darko, bro.
No.
But if Trey would have lost that game against the Texans, we would have not made it to the playoffs. So he contributed into going into the NFC championship. But
nothing wrong with getting silver.
Or bronze, I guess.
Well, no, you get silver in the NFC.
In the NFC, that's very true.
You guys didn't even get on the podium. If you want to be honest.
I wanted to.
What'd you get for fourth?
Get fourth, yeah. we had to play between the Chiefs to see who got third, right?
So you got the bronze.
Yeah, that'd be funny if they did that. But like Zach Wilson didn't do a lot for me last year. I mean, Trevor Lawrence had one good game for me last year, which was enough because it was his last game.
I know the Zach Wilson thing is old news, but like, do you think it kind of improved his market? Not that it should have.
I don't know. If
I think for a
market.
bro, it's a bro guy now.
I think what we're seeing with football is that this rookie class loaded with quarterbacks, and the perceived notion that next year nobody really knows if there is going to be a quarterback. Yeah. So people are basically panic buying this rookie class before it's either out of their price range or completely dried up.
Yeah, I agree. And it's but these guys' value have gone up higher in the offseason, and none of them really did anything. I mean, honestly, I didn't think Fields looked great at all. Wilson, I think you can give him more of a pass because I think that team was just getting rebuilt. Lawrence, I think same kind of scenario.
Really
bad
bad team, really bad coach. Yeah,
injuries with the other running back that was drafted with him from his alma mater, and beating the Colts, knocking them out of the playoffs the last season. I think that kind of progressed. Mac Jones was in the right scenario, but did he do a lot? I mean, everybody points out that Bills game where he had 3 passes. They did win, but he only had 3 passes.
That's what matters. That W is what matters, though.
So, I mean, and then you got basketball with, Cade. I think there's a lot, less hype. Not that there isn't, because I think there's 5 to 6 guys that have a lot of hype around them.
I was going to say, I feel like in terms of, rookies you can chase between football and basketball, it feels like very similar to me. It just so happens that the football market has responded and they've come out stronger for the products that have been releasing, and I think partly that's due maybe people just have maybe basketball fatigue too.
Yeah,
I think it also just proves football's king. Doesn't matter if it's cars, doesn't matter if it's TV numbers, does not matter. If football can take. It can take the spotlight away from everything. It is just a vacuum that sucks everything in its path. And if it's a new football thing, no matter what, it's going to be the thing that we talk about over baseballs, over basketball, over everything. And that's the way in the NFL.
But from a modern standpoint and a monetary standpoint, 1% of all the most expensive cards are all basketball.
Yeah, I mean that's
so football. Granted, a lot of hype, but you don't have those $1 million cards that hit the auction block.
I was gonna say just in so we're talking about this year, right? Obviously, I just said that football has been hotter, but yeah, in general, basketball, the hobby for basketball has always been the top dog for the most part overall.
But we've seen videos and we've seen all these people about the markets trending down, and there's no doubt that that's happening. I mean, we're not at the post-Pandy numbers, or the pre-Pandy numbers, I should say. But, when you see these golden auctions of, the Luka that sold for $220,000, which is still ridiculous, but, it said sold for $300, so it's down. I don't see a lot of Herbert or Burrow. I don't see posts of those cards going down, so much. At least I'm not seeing them. Maybe I'm off base here, but, Jordan vintage is down. All these rookie cards of the NTs. Maybe they were too high to begin with.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, but
I think you're referring to the same thing. I know what you're talking about. Sports Card Radio. Ryan had a good segment where he was talking about it was majority basketball cards, and they were down 20%, 30%. The one that really surprised me was the Steph Curry Chrome rookie refractor.
Right. Right after the.
I mean, that was a card. Yeah. What does he have to do? What does he have to do? And that was a card a year and a half ago. We were trying to get one, and we were just getting outbid by a ridiculous amount.
I know I want one of those bad. How much are they down? What do they fall down to?
$30,000.
I think so. Yeah.
For a 10 refractor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe so.
Could be wrong, but yeah, I want to say they might have been 6 figures at one point or close to it. Maybe
another one that was crazy was the LeBron James Chrome X-Fractor that he also put up there. That was there was base rookies that were graded that one sold for 30.
Yeah.
That one sold for $30,000. The refractors were selling for $30,000. This one it's numbered to what, 200, 215, something like
249 or something like that.
Yeah.
But those are only uncirculated. They're only in the box toppers.
Yeah. But still doesn't change the fact that it is a chrome paralleled rookie of LeBron James. I mean, that card at its peak had to be 60, 70, 80,000.
I think, and I don't want to say the basketball fans aren't as loyal, but I think what you're seeing is there was a large rush to basketball, fast. And these cards, even vintage. I mean, even we have some Jordan, we have some Johnson Bird, Irvings, right?
Don't bring up 86 Flair Jordan.
I thought you were gonna say we have some 85 stars.
We have some 85 stars.
we got Star 101s.
But I think when everybody got back into the hobby, it was more glamorous to get into basketball.
Well, yeah. To that point, what I was just saying too about how, for the most part, basketball has always been king in the hobby. It's the easiest thing for newer folks to gravitate towards too, right? When they get back into the hobby, or maybe they're getting into the hobby for the first time, they're like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, these are names that a lot of people bring up a lot, and so it probably was so basketball is king in the hobby. A ton of people are new in the hobby or just getting back. They're gonna go to basketball first. So then, with what happened with our industry, it exploded, and then now people are lost their shirts on a lot of those cards that probably shouldn't have ever been the highest.
You know,
they
and
have been.
honestly, I go back to the Luka Prism base effect. It's like that, and that's not a high dollar card. It got to 2,000, I think, out of PSA 10. But I think that it was like
That's kind of
literally
ridiculous.
what?
That's really ridiculous.
You could throw
But
the
how much it's dropped, I feel like it's like kind of like it was the first domino to kind of fall.
you could throw the Zion base rookies in there as well. Those were going like they weren't Luka prices, but they were like insane. I mean, they were like $1,200, $1,500.
Yeah, it's the Luka Zion era.
That's trended it down.
Yep.
And it doesn't help that honestly, and I think in a couple episodes ago I was trashing Prism. I mean, not trashing it, but I was saying how much how much overproduction they do, right? So, and no fault to Panini, you want to try to make more so that you can make more money, right? You're a business, but I think that's what's really affected is because you look at the Giannis numbers of base, and there's only like 1,000 graded base of Giannis. Now there's like 20,000 LaMelos, 40,000 LaMelos, probably going to be 50,000 Cade Cunningham base cards because they make 75 more SKUs now as opposed to just the one. So that's kind of what ultimately hurt it. But this leads me down to the path that we've had some conversations off air about, and I've actually like leaned on both sides about like what do you ask for your card, like especially when you're on like a Facebook forum where people can actually comment. Like it's one thing to be on eBay and ask an astronomical price, but like I used to say, people can ask whatever they want for a price, and if you don't like it, move on. But I'm just seeing some trends of people thinking that their card is 10x, 20x, 30x, 40x of what it actually sold for. And I'm almost about to be a keyboard warrior on some of these things. I have reserved my opinion so far, but I'm like, people, you guys are being ridiculous with your asking like what your prices are. Like, is there a gauge we can give people? Is it like 2 times the last comp is acceptable to get offers in? Like, I'm seeing 20, 30 times comps right now, what people are asking. And then they get super defensive when people pick apart their prices. Just move on then, man. Just move on. Just don't if you don't like the price, move on.
Or they get defensive and they're like, "Oh, you're mad at my price and you didn't even give me an offer?"
Right, you weren't going to buy anyway. You didn't even have money.
I mean, because if you're asking $150,000 for a card that potentially is worth about $5,000.
Right.
So if I offer you $5,000, you're going to basically flip out and blast me saying that I'm trying to lowball you. So, yeah, that's why I didn't give you an offer. But I lean more towards the watch it go by your feed, move on, and maybe it's kind of the high-end card show mentality where it gives you a platform to show off a card that you enjoy and that you're proud of and you love the fact that you own it. You really have no intention of selling it, but you want to show it off.
Why don't you just post it and I say not for sale then?
Oh, because there's always the dream that somebody's going to want it more than you. Like people are like, I will post for this ridiculous price, and if you really want it, you're going to pay that price, but I really don't want to sell it. I mean, would it make it better if somebody was like, here's my card, this is my sell price, but I'm really not looking to sell it?
That might help, but I see these same people lowering their prices, and they're still way high. So they're actually actively trying to sell it. But I'm almost starting to think that this is a negative thing in the hobby because you do have new people coming in, and they're like, I'm a Mac Jones collector, but like $150,000 for a shield, like I can't afford this hobby. I'm bouncing.
Yeah, but also there's so many SKUs, so many different parallels. Maybe people don't know how to comp.
Yeah.
Maybe it's so confusing that like what is the difference between an NT shield and an XR shield? They're both numbered the same. How do I know that like NT? I've been in this hobby for 6 months. How do I know that NT is like the card set that you want? What about XR? It's the same shield.
Maybe there's not a lot of
comes from the same event.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there's not a lot of education out there for people that are looking to buy. I'm just trying to come up with some kind of advice. I mean, I even like see people like say a card sold for $10K on eBay and it's a one that's mass produced, and then they're like, "Well, I want $10K," and then people are like, "Well, what? You don't have to pay eBay fees if you buy if you're selling it on this Facebook marketplace. So I'll offer you $9,500," and they're like, "Nope, $10K." It's like it's kind of the same amount though, right? I mean, we're looking at like 10 to 20% on eBay fees.
Or people just love negotiating.
Maybe people have a lot of time to do
Maybe it's like I'm in this hobby because I get a tangible object, but the art of the negotiation is what really keeps me involved.
True. And do you think that maybe, and maybe this ask this question to Cody, do you think that there's people that are like fear of leaving money on the table? Like if they actually sold it for $10K and then like 3 months from now, it's like a $25,000 card, they like eat themselves up. So they just want to try to get the most money like now.
Yeah, there's always seller's remorse. I mean, that's what it is. Being in this hobby is all about like the one that got away, or the one that or whatever
Very
it may
true.
be.
You can put that on anything that has like financial implications. Like you can put that on real estate. Oh, I sold my house too early. I sold my stocks too early.
Exactly.
I like did all this. I did that. Like it literally is the same thing. You're always you can have seller's remorse. Like if I would have just waited, I could have got more.
But how many times have you waited too long?
It works the opposite. More times than not.
Yeah.
It's usually like I waited, more products came out, players not performing as well as they did before. Now I lost money, but I still am kind of married to the number that I had before.
Yeah, that leads to actually I saw a great thing on Instagram about this, kind of what we're talking about here. Once it's in the negatives, right? Your cards and you're married to the price that you wanted to sell it for, you're actually hurting yourself from making an even better deal, a future deal with another card. So like the idea is that just if it gets to the point where, I think this is a good advice, if it gets to the point where like you're obviously going to lose money on the card, just take the loss and move on to the next deal where you can possibly be making money.
And not tie up the inventory dollars sitting in your one card that you're like, I can't lose any money on. But at the National, what we are going to see a lot, and I think we've talked about it, should get shirts made. The Mojobreak should have said it. I can't lose money, bro.
Or put last year's comps.
I can't I can't sell you that card. I can't lose money, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is probably going to be said, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of times a day.
Yeah, there's people going to be like, this card's $6,000, but then one sold for $3,000. And like, oh, I can't sell
But I
that.
bought it. But I bought it for $6,000. And what you were saying, you're basically, you could sell it for $3,000, potentially buy another card that may increase in the value.
Yeah.
But
I think what that article is alluding to too is that like you do a deal with a guy and he's happy and he comes back and buys another card. But if this guy's like, I've asked this guy 5 or 6 times to buy one of his cards and he's always like no and he's way overpriced, never gonna buy it, never gonna look at your listing again because you already know that this guy asks way more. It's like being the high price leader, right? You're like, this guy always wants too much, never gives deals, never negotiates, and I don't think he ever wants to sell his cards. I'm gonna block. I'm gonna move on. I'm never gonna look at his listings again.
Yep.
high
Exactly.
price leader. No, you don't want to be that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think
Not
like,
this hobby.
obviously in our hobby, and we have all done this. We invest in guys that we believe in, and we lose money.
Like
it
Brandon-
happens.
Brandon Clark, right?
Yeah, it happens to a lot of us. And instead of
Dennis
just
Smith.
moving
I
on,
never bought any Dennis Smith cards. But Josh Ockamy, yes.
yeah, you keep holding on to the hope that these guys are going to become something. That you just end up losing more and more money. Whereas, you could have just been on to the next guy, the next investment. You know what I mean? Instead of just holding on to this.
I mean, a perfect example, and we're by means no like investors or handing out advice because it's just too finicky of a market. But like, we sold Ben Simmons like 2-3 years ago,
Yeah, and we
lost. on
we
it.
100%. We took a loss. Like every single card we sold, we took a loss. But we would have held it until now.
Significant.
You'd be talking historic losses
Historic
on that
loss.
thing.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
It'd be like Bitcoin now compared to Bitcoin a year ago, right?
Yeah, it would be
Right.
like the equivalent of buying a crap ton of Doge at like $1 and now being into it for like it's 5 cents. And Ben Simmons, like, I don't know if he plays again. And I would love to say like could be a potential like he gets on the right team and you could buy right now at a super low price. I mean, he is 5 years ago, he was the first overall pick.
I just think even the best version of Ben Simmons at this point, is that really a guy who moves the needle?
No.
You know, like the best version of him is a very good defensive player. Maybe he can knock some mid-range shots and can't hit a three to save his life.
Good passer.
I think it wouldn't change. I don't think it can change the course of his career like Andrew Wiggins going to the Warriors did. But if he was to go to the Warriors, specifically Ben Simmons, it would help his career out.
Yeah, where is he? Is he going to be the only guy left on the Nets at this point? I mean, besides some of their youngsters.
Yeah, he's not shooting.
I will say in the hobby, because I pulled a Ben Simmons base like parallel out of National Treasures today. The most Photoshop guy in all basketball. Like, it just no action shots. There's another photo of him just standing there like he was probably behind a green screen. It might even been a Photoshop Nets jersey. I'm not even sure.
It's almost like he went back to his rookie year.
But I think I want to say, didn't he have 2 years? He had 16, 17 where it was him, like, it was like a photo shoot. And then he had 17, 18 or whatever, his second year. It was like, looked like, because people thought it was a rookie because the way that it looked.
Same card.
And then he just hasn't played enough, and all of his cards look like they're photo shoots, not actions.
Andy is Upper Deck exclusive, so who knows how often. I mean, was he at the photo shoot for Panini? He wasn't, right? I think they did
some side photo shoot.
I think they did some amazing Photoshop.
I think they maybe purchased, because I think he has to take team photos. So I think they maybe acquired those from like Getty or something.
Cropped them out of the team photo.
Well, I know we're going off on a bunch of tangents, but you mentioned Upper Deck. I mean, the track record since LeBron has been on exclusive basketball athletes lately have been pretty bad.
They've hit it.
Miles Bridges. And Miles Bridges had a decent year, but Ben Simmons, Miles
player.
Bridges, was it Darius Garland? There really hasn't.
Garland is probably the best guy that they've signed, and even then, like, we don't know. He's the best guy now, but we don't know how his career is going to turn out.
But they got LeBron and Jordan.
Yeah.
You don't need anybody else.
Serena Williams.
Yeah,
Wayne
I mean,
Gretzky.
but for basketball, you could have. Don't they have Kevin Love too?
No, he's not exclusive. He signs there for him though.
But it doesn't matter.
Maybe they do.
It doesn't matter who you have if you have LeBron and Jordan.
Very
That goes a
true.
long
Very
way.
true. Well, the main topic we're supposed to be talking about, we went off on a little bit of tangent, was talking about Donruss Optic Football and National Treasures Basketball. But I want to pose the question. I'm going to start with Donruss Optic Football, what comes out today, hobby version, 1 auto. It's got Downtowns, which is a very popular insert. Eye appeal, guys. Do you guys like Optic better than Prism? Eye appeal. No value. I'll start with Cody.
I've always liked the rated rookie, so I don't know.
The answer is no.
No, I guess so. I don't know. I see. You know what it is? I'm in my mind. I'm like, but you make it's Prism's Prism. Like you're gonna. That's
Cody
where the
kind of
money's
likes
made.
it. He kind of doesn't like
I kind of like
He-
it. I kind of don't. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to be so on the fence there.
He's waiting for.
mean,
He's
I'm
waffling.
Waiting for Prism Optic.
Prism. You know
Right.
what? There you go. I really like some Prism Optic right now.
This is easy for me. Design-wise, I prefer Prism, just like off of design, but the on-card rated rookie autos of Optic are way better than Prism for obvious reasons.
I think that's where I'm at too, and also as a baseball guy and like rated rookies in baseball and Donruss, that carries weight still to
nostalgic.
me. It's nostalgic, exactly. So I think that's always gonna be in my mind of like I still like that design. It's a classic design.
I mean, yeah,
So, yeah.
And Panini really doesn't mess up this design year
No.
to year. I mean, they don't change it much, but they keep it a certain way for a reason. It's a very beautiful classic design every single year for Donruss and specifically Donruss Optic.
And there's lineage, right? I mean, amongst baseball collectors, famous Donruss. Dan, what do you think, design-wise?
Oh, I'm going Optic. There is only one correct answer.
Really?
Wow.
And
Prism looks better.
Prism, you always got the same silver, gray, pewter borders, like.
And there's hiccups
and
every
there-
once in a while where they look
and I just
little
feel like
strange.
there's so much more like color and excitement and better photos in Optic. And again, you got the rated rookie lineage.
I don't know about the color part, but I think you can do more color in Prism.
The only card. I knew you were gonna do it. The only card where I'm like, could have better photo is the great Jalen Samuels.
Oh, the old mushroom cap.
And,
You can't unsee it. You can't unsee it.
I don't know.
Cody, are you familiar with that card?
I have to look it up.
Yeah,
I
look at Jalen Samuels optic base, and
don't
and,
know.
and don't if you're under 18, I mean,
I don't know how that.
Hey, it's the sports cards, man.
I don't know how that got through.
Especially when we know how strict they are too.
Oh yeah, like I don't.
was that 2018?
I mean, it
Like-
is.
For those that don't know, Panini obviously takes photos of all the rookies at the rookie premiere event, and then once the photos are taken, and this
Oh
is
yeah.
and
Woo.
this is true for not only rookies but pictures that they use for veterans, right? All pictures have to be approved by the NFL Players Association, and it's a very like strict process because they you can't have like certain guys knee pads be like, or like stocks rolled up too low or whatever. Like it has to be like, if there's something off, it has to be photoshopped, and that comes from the NFL directly.
They could have very easily cropped that out and just zoomed in the photo, and nobody would have known any. It's almost like
They were only looking into his eyes, man. They
only
weren't-
looks
they weren't
like it.
looking below.
It almost is like they're like the. Wow, we got to put can't let that go.
My eyes are up here, says Jalen Samuels. My eyes are right up here.
It's the modern day Billy Ripken, closest thing. But I mean, if you look at this year's optic, though, it's more action shots as opposed to, because I think it's when it came out. As you see this Trevor Lawrence, because I don't think they had a photo shoot, so that could be the difference. But yeah, on card autos, that's a good point that C-Rad made. So I tend to like the autos better. I think I got to go Prism though over just design wise. If I'm gonna buy a rookie base,
Prism.
I think I'm going Prism.
Yeah.
It's got the name. I also, another question, you guys, is why do they call Contenders Optic Because there's no optic design to it.
Shiny.
So it could be Prism Optic. Could be Prism Contenders too, right?
Could be.
Contenders Prism, yeah.
That feels. I don't know what it is. That just feels more confusing than Contenders Optic, I guess. Even though.
Prism Optic or
Yeah.
Prism Contenders.
Yeah, right.
The only thing another thing I do like about optic is that as far as the parallels, they don't play along with it. One of my pet peeves with Prism is how many different silver variations they put in all the many years.
Yeah.
And optic, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, they may add an extra parallel here, some type of velocity, maybe a new color, but they don't mess with really the configuration of what you're going to get per box.
Yep, it's been one silver hollow for as long as I can remember
Yeah, they don't.
per box.
And this is going to be very blasphemous and very unpopular opinion, but I actually like the Downtowns better than Color Blasts. I'm sorry. I said it.
Yeah,
I can't agree
Said it.
there.
I have to agree. I am not a fan of the Color Blast.
I was gonna say I don't think it's that blasphemous. I think the downtowns, the early downtowns I've seen so far, are really strong. Like I saw the Joe Burrow one, looks amazing. I don't know. I
Downtowns
I
are
kind
cool.
of agree with that.
I know the value of the Color Blast will always, because they're so
Right.
rare, But I just love how they incorporate. I mean, we have a Josh Allen up here, and you've got the buffalo in the background, and just the, the way that they kind of tie in the city one way or the other. To me, that's why I
Also,
like it.
also seeing the downtowns this year, or the in optic, because it's been a while, and we saw those like home field advantage in the tops ones, which clearly a downtown ripoff. It's just kind of night and day, like seeing this one versus those ones. Even though those ones, they're not bad.
Is there a pizza behind Josh Allen?
No, it looks like
It's a bunch of buffalo roaming.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not a bit look. It kind of looked like a pizza.
Yeah.
kind of did.
I was
Kinda
like,
did.
Buffalo ain't known for pieces.
Buffalo
I
wings?
believe there's buffalo style pizza though.
Ugh.
There is.
There
It's good.
definitely is.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like with
It's
like
like-
buffalo sauce.
I
Like
wanna-
buffalo
no,
wing
it's
sauce,
like-
It's like a
or-
white sauce.
Is it okay? I thought it was like almost like a thicker crust version of like Detroit style
Well,
pizza.
Ooh,
I mean, I guess it
Detroit
depends on
style
where you
pizza
order.
is it's like French bread.
Yes. Yeah. So
There's this
then-
place called Cauliflower Pizza, and they have one. It's obvious cauliflower crust,
Okay.
which probably I'm also going to get ripped on for that too. But they have a buffalo chicken one, and it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, buffalo chicken pizza in general.
Yeah,
solid.
but I think
Solid.
that is just a play on like buffalo wing sauce. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's
if
like the Frank's Red Hot
I
kind
don't think
of
if you
sauce.
go to Buffalo, they're gonna be like, buffalo chicken pizza is what we're known for our region. I think Cody's right, where I think they have their own style.
Yes.
Of pizza. It's not necessarily the toppings. It's more of like, it's not your traditional like New York.
Right.
Not a thin
Jersey,
crust.
even-
like-
even
If
No.
you're from Buffalo, let us know.
Yeah, let us know how your pizza is. Well, actually, I mean, we're not that. Well, we're New
We're
Jersey
not going
pizza.
to we're not going to Buffalo to get pizza, but we will probably get pizza in Atlantic City.
Yeah,
Or no, go to Connecticut.
Ooh, New Haven.
yeah. I mean, it just depends on how late these
Pizza
places
Mecca.
are going to stay open. But yeah, I like Optic a lot. I mean, it's usually a little bit more affordable than Prism. You know, not they're pretty close now. But the on-card autos, lots of more parallels, easier to hit the downtown. I tend to like it. I like the design of Prism better, but I think you get a little bit more variety in Optic, in my opinion. And I don't know, maybe there's a Prism insert in Optic since there was an Optic insert in Prism basketball. But also, downtown was a basketball to start off, right? Mm-hmm. So I know it's downtown is in the city, but isn't it a play on a three-pointer?
From downtown, yeah.
So I'm surprised they kept the downtown for football. Didn't call it like
touchdown.
yeah or
Maybe? I
something,
don't know.
right?
Yeah.
That could have been a cool subset with like their celebration
Or like
something.
Hail Mary or something. That's kind of like a downtown phrase, right?
Yeah.
Hail Mary.
Well, let's get into talking about National Treasures basketball, which also came out today. 21-22 National Treasures basketball, and those logo mans look great. We did pull one earlier today, a number to 5 rookie non-auto of Josh Christopher. Dan also keeping up his streak, pulled the LeBron James 1-of-1 laundry tag. I guess you'd call it the treasured tags.
Just day in and day out, I just give it my best.
And yeah, he's got that Hall of Fame jacket he's wearing right now, but and his yellow Lambo. But I actually was pleasantly surprised with the variety of quality of hits in National Treasures basketball. Now, one thing that's going to throw you off is did you see the format?
It's
Like
base,
4
2 jerseys, 2 hits in the 2 autographs in the middle, 2 jerseys and then autographs on the bottom.
So the 4 hits on the bottom are like the hits that would normally be up top.
Yeah, and
So the main hit is like in the middle now, like
and-
where you're going to
and
find your RPAs.
Sometimes the 2 cards that are on the bottom are 2 autographs. Sometimes they're 2 relics.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not the main hits in the box.
Which is Panini addressing. I did notice it from first off the line.
But the main hit on first of line is on the back, though.
right, but those were loaded boxes because you notice like there was a really good rookie in the middle, rookie hit or most of the time, and then there was the acetate on the bottom, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Which is the configuration first time. But in terms of regular hobby NT, it's Panini. I feel like finally addressing the fact that people don't like the best hit on the bottom because it gets the most damage if you're in the bottom, right? So they're thinking probably
and it's hard for you to not see as a breaker. So you're like, you know, it's better. I like to be caught more off guard. Like I'm like, oh my god, rather than like, oh, I saw that it said LaMelo Ball on the back.
yeah.
You know, so I already know that I'm going to be excited about it. But I mean, I didn't see the front. I mean, it could be a logo man, but like now you just don't even know.
Cool. Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't know that's how they were gonna carry over hobby from NT, but knowing that the best hits are in the middle, that's pretty cool.
And we haven't pulled. I know you pulled a 75. We did too, but it was the same one. It was Jonathan Kuminga.
Oh, Kuminga too.
Yeah, Kuminga as well.
Sweet.
So we're trying to figure out what those look like. So the hobby's been confused. They're actually thinking those were the logo mans because it's a 75, but it's not. It's a number to 75. Now Dan pulled a number to 75 that was red,
Yes.
but it had no 75 on it anywhere other than the numbering. So I haven't seen what a number to 75, like the 75th anniversary RP looks like.
I think that's what it is. It's just the red border. Number to 70. It was red border, right? Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
red border, but
Yeah.
they wouldn't switch it up, wouldn't do anything special. Put a
Wouldn't put a little
cracked
75 logo on it somewhere.
cracked ice
No.
somewhere, little diamond logo.
I'm
little
thinking it's
something.
just the red foil and it's numbered to 75.
Because they never had the red foil 75 before, right?
No, those red was usually a color they say for like immaculate as like a Asia red parallel. Yeah, but this is something I've seen on Instagram too, where people were commenting like the early hits, and then guys were like, "You should do your research." Slap. They posted up the 75th redemption of somebody, and the guy in the comment was like, "You should do your research. That's the 75th anniversary logo, man." And he's like, "This is a bigger deal than what you guys are making it out to be." And the guy was like, "The hobby's confused right now. They don't know if that's the logo man or 75th." Me personally, I know that Panini generally for like all the time, if it's a logo man, they will put logo man
Yes.
in the redemption. Like it'll say logo man. It's just not gonna say some other parallel 75th.
Oh, there was
without
some
the
wild rampant rumors. I was talking to somebody yesterday. It was like, is it just going to be a manufactured 75th anniversary patch? Is it actually going to be 75 different logo mans? You know, like you know what I mean? Like it was like utter confusion.
That I want.
75 logo mans.
Hey, granted, my first year of breaking 2014-15 National Treasures, they had those medallion logo mans.
Oh yeah.
So Panini let's just get it out of the way. Panini has done something like that crazy before.
Black gold.
But thank God they don't do that anymore.
Right.
I'm just imagining a scenario where it's 75 different patches. Just that randomizer would be hellish if it's all 75 different players. That's just be, man, that's our dream. Dream/nightmare.
A 75 player logo man.
Also,
book.
you know what? That's what it is. The 75, the top 75. There you go.
Just like
make it happen.
Just keeps folding out. Like
Yeah.
just like,
It just looks like a map to California at one point, like those fold-up
you
maps.
pull it out of the box. It's like this. It's like this big. And it
It'd
just
be like a
keeps
cartoon
folding.
where it just like keeps going, it just does not stop. It just
No,
rolls
you-
all the way
you
out the door.
Literally open up the tape and just the
Yeah.
box like comes up and just snaps in half. Just rip, like you have just disintegrated National Treasures box.
That would be insane though if they did get logo. I mean, they can't get logo mans like Wilt Chamberlain and stuff. Sure, I'm sure, but like have an actual game use logo mans of those guys.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I did notice that was non-existent was the horizontal. So is that what they did? I mean, I didn't pull one yet, so maybe they are there. But there's no horizontal RPA,
That's true. I have not hit a horizontal.
and we haven't hit it in 3. I don't know if Greg did.
I've hit other subsets like the quad or the triple
Colossal.
or whatever. Yeah.
So
Colossal.
maybe because I was like, dang, they made the 75s, which adds kind of to the RPA count. But maybe they did the
they
75
took away the horizontals.
instead of doing the horizontal, which was probably one less design they had to make, right? So probably worked out overall because it's the same design.
Yep.
So maybe that's
Yep.
the case. I did not see a horizontal RPA, which horizontal RPAs did do pretty well. They never were the vertical.
You
They
have
were
the-
they were worth about half of what
You have the
verticals.
throwback design though. That's
You
horizontal.
do. You do.
Oh, which year are they choosing for this
The
year?
Steph 910.
Ooh.
Yeah, we pulled a
sick.
I pulled a Suggs and a Wagner and a Jalen Green this morning.
Sick. With
Oh, yeah.
patches?
Yeah, and it's acetate 910.
Sick.
The
Now-
patches are insane, dude.
Dude, I want a Kaminga one hella bad now.
From as far
Maybe
as like
redemption, but-
speculating on this product, I'm gonna be down or Dan right now. There is a lot of redemptions, a lot.
Not the main guys though. I mean, besides.
I
maybe
mean,
Kuminga.
but again, we had a small sample size, but we were pulling almost one redemption a box, and that hurts for like stashing this product and hoping it goes.
Yeah, but I think the main 5 right now. I haven't
But you
seen
don't-
Cade
but you
live, but I'm
don't
assuming
know-
he's
you
live,
don't
right?
know you don't know if Kaminga, maybe
Yeah.
Kaminga's going to be a top 5.
True.
Like right now, he's not.
Who
but
else have you
maybe-
guys seen that is a redemption? Like, what are the big names?
Well, Kuminga, Greg Brown.
Is it
Isaiah
Livers? A lot of them. Moody. No, Moody's a redemption.
Was he?
Yep.
Well, they were busy winning it.
I know. I get it, but Dirk, who's a redemption a fair amount, he's a redemption.
But ironically, KD was live, so I mean, who knows, right? You got all these other guys that are redemptions, and KD's always a redemption, and now he's live. So
Well, he had a little more time on his hands.
yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
But that's the one thing that, like, as far as like this product jumping up and just getting, I mean, it's already really, really high. I don't know if it gets much higher than it is right now.
Can somebody take the role of selling me this Evan Mobley, being that it's a Christmas sweater jersey? Can you sell me on the fact that it's why it's an NT? Can you take the approach of like why that should be an NT? Like opposite, even if you feel the other way on it.
Only going to wear it once. It's the only time you'll ever wear it, Christmas Day.
Hey, man, do you even care about if the patches are game worn or not?
I care that they look like a jersey, I guess.
Would
it's
you
off.
feel
The auto's on card.
Would you feel better if it was like one of those Santa hats
No, not at all.
that,
It'd be the same
that they
category.
have them wear at like the photo shoot
It's
for
all puffing
a
up.
second? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just that was an odd choice because these are rookies and they're player worn normally anyway. So why I don't know why. This is just let's do some LSD and make some cards. I don't know. I don't know why that this was a choice for National Treasures. You know, like that's kind of weird to me.
Very weird. I agree.
Maybe it'd be like the Christmas sweaters, the new RPA. Like we don't even care about the Logo Man RPAs anymore. We want the sock-looking ones. Maybe you're like, well, we could have put in white napkins, but we didn't.
When you say Christmas sweater, that's like the jersey that they wear on Christmas Day.
No. An actual like ugly Christmas
Yeah.
sweater.
Like that you normally would see in Black Friday packs.
Yeah, I like it.
Changing it up.
I like it.
I pulled
Keep us on our toes.
Why not? Why
I pulled
not?
a Jalen Green today, and it was 100% same thing.
Yeah,
So it's not just
that's cool. Like sometimes you do new, fun, and exciting things.
We got one of the coolest patches we've ever had in National Treasures basketball with the 75th anniversary logo, man, and we've had the wackest patches we've ever had with the Christmas sweaters.
got to balance it out, right? You can't. Not everything can win, I guess.
Is there a logo man on the Christmas sweater?
There's 10.
The little Jerry West logo with the Santa hat. I'm in.
They're all over. It literally
Yeah.
covers the whole
Yep.
ugly sweater.
I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
I would say if we were breaking this in Christmas time, maybe.
Maybe they thought it might come out at Christmas time. Got pushed back.
Imagine waiting
No,
4 more months for this product.
or it got pushed up.
We got pushed up.
I mean,
But-
maybe it was going to plan to be coming out in December.
What product is this? This is in like what, Donruss and then promo packs, right?
With the Christmas?
Yeah.
Hoops.
Hoops, yeah. So I mean, which it actually like kind of graduated to hoops. It was more of like, this is in your Black Friday pack, and you're bummed because it's a thick pack that you open. You're like, oh, it's a thick Father's Day pack. I got myself a hit, and it's like, it's De'Aaron Fox wearing a Santa sweater. And,
Okay,
There you go.
okay, fair enough.
In a Father's Day pack or a promo pack or a Black Friday pack or a
It's
Cyber
fine.
Monday pack, I think it's fine.
Perfect,
Like, it's
yeah.
cool. Like, it's different.
Would you prefer that, or in the same promo packs, you know, the relics that just say Panini on them, and then they have like the autograph like on the fabric?
as opposed to this,
You love that? Yeah, you love that design.
they've actually put that in NT baseball before. Remember that
Yeah.
one year? I'd rather have this. It is on card, but like I would just rather have the. I mean, let's face it. It could have been like a Cavaliers jersey they've had
Single
for
color
years.
jerseys,
Like it doesn't have to be
white,
worn
all
by
white
Mobley.
jerseys.
Could have just been an auto.
Yeah, it could have just been like that design without the patches and an auto.
Could have been a Zadrunas Ilgauskas jersey with an Evan Mobley auto. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, who would know the difference? At least it would look like a jersey in that opinion.
Big Z.
Yeah, I think it's weird that they went with the Christmas sweater designs.
What does the subset say on it?
I have no idea.
I don't think it says anything about Christmas, does it?
Not from any specific Christmas Eve.
Actually, the back. I did read the back. It was worded a little weird, like this piece of. It didn't say anything about not specific game. It's
This
just
piece of event-worn material.
something. It was weird. Now I wonder if there's parallels like 101s. Was it going to be like the mistletoe or
Not
is it
delivered
gonna be,
directly from Santa.
No specific Santa was used in making this.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But yeah, it's NT. I mean, it's just. I guess it's on. Card.
I don't think you're opening up the product to chase that subset. I think you're looking for the other patch over there. That's
Well,
on
I
the
saw
left.
on Instagram today, again, Card Porn, I think it was, that they talked about this, where there was a Jalen Green Colossal with a bigger jumbo window with a Christmas star sweater patch. Like that. Like,
No.
like the, yeah, man.
So they took these and they used the prime patches for the bigger.
Colossal.
Wow, that's interesting. I mean, that tells me that they had to do what they had to do to get some memorabilia. Maybe they didn't have any extra jerseys lying around.
They couldn't buy a Jalen Green white jersey.
No.
about-
Man, those
what
budgets
about-
are getting slim.
What if they start using those shirt jerseys from like the team store? What about that?
Just like
Oh, a
t-shirt?
jersey.
yeah,
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
a jersey.
Yeah, that could be like $30, right? I mean, you could definitely cut out the primes.
Yeah, I don't. Let's move
people
on.
would-
Let's not give anybody.
Well, okay.
anything, guys.
One more theory here. The boxes are like a shimmery green of NT this year.
Yeah.
So
See where you're going. See where you're going.
Christmas themed.
It's Christmas in July, everybody.
Remember when NT boxes were made of aged sweet mahogany?
Yeah.
Yep.
Loved it.
Yeah, because we actually had to ship out, 2 of those cases.
Yeah.
Because we're like trying to.
And they're heavier than others.
Oh, way heavier. And they're the longer ways as opposed to the. taller.
Standing ones, yeah.
Yeah, which is maybe I'll jump a slide since we're like pivoting into that. Live from the National, this is an insane break, guys. We're going to be doing this on the 27th of July. It's a 10-case National Treasures break. Pick your team style. 1 case of 17-18, Tatum, Mitchell, and Bam Adebayo.
Fox.
And Fox and Lonzo, if you still like him. I do. 18-19 NT, case. Luka, Trey, Crazy, Ayton. Bagley. You got 19-20, which is Luka. I'm sorry, you got Ja and Zion. Sorry, bad job of selling it. And 2021, 1 case of 2021, which is LaMelo, Ant, Wiseman. And 6 cases of this stuff we were just talking about, 21-22. So 10 cases, 400 cards. Pick your team style. It's going to be live in a suite the night of the National opening night. It's going to be 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern. You can actually find details and see what teams are available. Mojobreak.com/10case, 10 case. 10 case. That's the link there. So if you want to see if your team's still there, I know we've had some teams flying off today. We've got great bounties and skunk prizes. We also have an unlock bonus. So if we pull a logo man in one of the 10 cases, we insert a first off the line 21-22 National Treasures into the break box.
Wow.
So there's an unlock bonus. There's a skunk prize. If you don't get the most, whoever gets the least amount of cards gets a National Treasures box, 21-22 regular. Then there's Prism for second. 3rd and 4th. There's serial cases of Mosaic for like 7th and 8th. And then there's 10 skunk prizes. There's in-break bounties. There's that bonus unlocks. There's a lot of fun stuff. We partner with Loop. It's going to be broadcast on Loop and our feed as well. Golden's going to be there for a rip and flip, they call it. So he'll be able to get that card in person to PSA and get that thing sold for you if you want. And if you're in Atlantic City, you can actually come and watch the break live. There's going to be free food, free alcohol, or if you don't drink alcohol, you can get a soda. There'll be stuff there. It's an awesome suite. I'm not going to disclose the location right now because I know there's going to be a lot of people just trying to show up. But if you're in the break or if you know us or something, you can let us know. We'll get you in to watch the break. Never been done before. It's got 5 different years of NT. Possibilities are endless. And, it's something that we do around here. We kind of cook up mixers. You see our mixers with C-Rad. Just try to have value for all these teams and do something crazy high-end.
I'm not going to lie. I'm very jealous. I'm not going to be there to rip this.
It's going to be fun.
And, you never see 18-19 being ripped anymore, ever, anywhere. Nobody does it. So the fact that you guys have a case in this one is pretty amazing.
You gotta have the stones to rip it, man. It's going to be – it can be big.
Yeah.
It can be – we were just talking about how Luka's market is going down. It's a $250,000 card.
Still.
Yeah.
It's a
That's just a true RPA.
Yeah, $250,000. Yeah, number to 99. $250,000.
Yeah, who knows if you pull a 5 or,
So,
and for reference, when this product came out, it was a $10,000 RPA. So.
Yeah. And, we're talking about over $350,000 worth of product pretty much being broken in one night.
Very easily pull a couple big cards and you could. Hopefully we have the conversation where me and Doug are like, man, we would have destroyed it if we would just opened up all these products ourselves.
And I actually just kind of realized, because I know there's been bigger breaks in the history of breaks.
I don't think there's been a bigger NT break.
I'm going to say this. I don't think there's been a bigger pick your team break.
Ever.
This is the biggest pick your team break ever. Unless I'm wrong, show me I'm wrong. This is the biggest pick your team break ever.
I'm calling the guys over at the Guinness Book of World Records to confirm, but I think you are correct. Yeah, this is could change someone's life on next week. Legitimately, it's going to be exciting.
Both ways.
Yeah,
for the better or worse.
Yeah, well, didn't want to go there. Trying to stay positive, but hey, it is what it is.
But that's what we wanted to do. We were kicking around the idea of doing a random, and it'd be maybe like $10,000 a spot. But I'm like, people that are going to want to buy into this, and there's affordable teams. Don't get me wrong. You'll see the list. There's some great prices on some teams. But people that want to buy into something like this, they want to get their team. These guys don't want to just get a random team. They want to chase maybe they're a Jason Tatum collector, and they're like, hey, I'm not going to have an opportunity to get a Jason Tatum, a Peyton Pritchard, like they're a Celtic fan. So we've done it PYT for that reason, and it should be a smoother break for that reason, and it's going to be a lot of fun at the National. So once again, that is mojobreak.com/10case to get info. The payments are actually going to be through, so it'll take you to the Loop site, and you'll see all the pricing on there for the break. And but on our site right now, I think Loop's going to update it too, but they're going to have all the skunks and the bounties. But on our site, it's already all the bounties are locked in there. So but that's going to kick off our national talk.
So jelly. I wish I was there, Rip. Help, Rip.
I know. There's a lot of people requesting you. I didn't want to tell them you weren't there, so they did, because then they may not buy in. So it's up in the air.
Yeah, guys,
you might be there.
Yeah,
Just take a red eye, dude. Just show up. You're like, I'm
Just
here.
for that day?
I'm here. I'm here for 1819, and my flight leaves in like 35 minutes. You just come in, rip one case, and you're like, here's your $250,000 Luke. I'm out.
10 hours of travel, 1 hour of break.
Worth it.
So, yeah, we're excited for that.
Just figure out that hologram technology.
I know, teleport.
VR.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Just figure it out.
Yeah.
God, where's
You should do VR. That could be it. We do the first. Sierra does the first VR break.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's in the
Metaverse, yeah.
Metaverse.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Sorry, guys. You gotta go
very,
pop on a
very
VR
very
headset.
difficult. We're gonna be breaking it with goggles on. It's gonna be.
Is there no robots that we could have C-Rad control and be like, it'd be a robot out there?
I mean, we're not far from what is those Boston Dynamics? Those crazy like dog robots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're not that far from Boston. I think that's where they're based. I would assume.
When do you think is going to be the first meta card break?
You're giving people ideas now.
When is it going to happen? I'm gonna say in the next national.
Less than 5 years.
No, I'm gonna say
I'm gonna
Next
say
national?
I'm
next
gonna say
national.
2 years.
I feel like the meta stuff is dying down though. Like the more we get to go outside again, thank you, is I can go outside, get some vitamin D. But like the more we get to go outside, I feel like the metaverse is kind of fading away in a way. I mean, I see the ads.
No, I actually don't even think it's gotten off the ground yet.
Oh, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not,
Yeah,
we're just getting started.
The robots are coming.
Well, you know what they just announced too about the Meta platform is that now you no longer have to have a Facebook account to log in.
Man, I mean, if you can tell me, hey, go out and buy these goggles and you can go to the National and not have to travel, sign me up.
Yeah, no, you
I'll-
have meetings in the
Yeah, I'd sit at our booth.
Well, the reason I think
Goggles on.
The reason I'm kind of down on the Meta is I think the whole thought process was to sell NFTs to go along with that, and I feel like the NFTs are like right now.
They're dying right now, but they're gonna be back.
I mean, there's definitely probably too many of them right now, and then the strong will survive. But
I think if you can figure out a way to do a card break, and like Panini has done with some of their NFT, the blockchain, it has a digital card along with your physical card. That I think is the way to do it, because the collectors still get the physical, tangible item. And if you could do a break like that, I mean, that may be where we're going in the next decade.
Yeah, definitely. Where like you're opening up digitally, like you're saying, but then Fanatics will send you out the actual
Exactly.
card.
Like it, and you're looking at it and you're just like,
and then
oh.
you could potentially just sell one and keep the other.
Now, is the issue here? I know we're going off on tangent again. Is the issue here like, hey man, the centering on my digital card was way better than that card that I actually got?
But I mean, imagine
very
like
true,
you're in the metaverse and like the breaker, like I'm breaking and like I pull a Luca RPA and like I can literally just hand it over here and then he can like hold on to it. Like that's just
the guy that hit it,
Yeah.
right? Because
And he can look at
all
it.
of
But can you
all
do-
of our users can just be watching.
Can you do drunken bar fight on it too? Like I got skunked.
You made me drop my Luca RPA.
I mean, imagine that though. You could punch your favorite breaker in the face after a skunk.
And then like you accidentally step on it in the metaverse, and then Fanatics sends you the card that it's like actually stepped on with the dirt.
Drop in the corner like it's all busted and everything. You're like, dang it. Grading's harder because it's harder to even grab cards in the metaverse. There's so many possibilities here.
There is.
Speaking of the NFTs, I know we're talking about the National, and this does coincide with the National. You guys talked about, I wasn't here, but you guys talked about the NFT party.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's happening Friday. I believe there's still VIP tickets. Only suckers bought the VIP tickets, but we got VIP tickets. There's going to be 9 of us.
Get right in.
There's going to be 6 of us. and then 3 lucky guests to go to the NFT party, which is at the Pool After Dark in Harrah's. You can buy different levels to get in. So we're going to be poolside. I want to know which one of you guys are bringing in your Borat suits jumping in the pool at the NFT party. How much money will it take?
Probably Tyler is probably down to do that. If I've only known him for a week.
How much money will it take for one of you guys to jump in the pool?
Like with
Money?
with
Yeah.
Wait, are we not swimming? What's going on? I was gonna bring my trunks. I got my trunks.
Hey, you better get this money, Cody. You better put up a number right now.
It's $7 million, obviously.
Well, they are giving us a free bottle of premium liqueur, so I mean there might be a little bit of
liqueur.
influence. Well, you know how I said it. I mean, liquor.
Yeah, that was okay. I'm like,
Trying to
wait a
get
second.
fancy.
Oh, those are two.
Is that a wine?
Are we getting some peach schnapps?
I was gonna say those are two. Those are two different things, right? A liqueur versus a liquor.
Liqueur.
Yeah.
is
Well, we'll
like
have
a-
to order the most expensive bottle
Right.
because it's free, right? That's what you do. when it's
Absolutely.
free.
Yeah.
Like when
Like-
somebody offers to take you for a free dinner, you pick the highest thing on the menu.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna rack my brain of like
Bring that bottle of
rap
Dom, huh?
lyrics from like the late '90s, early 2000s. Like, all right, I'm just gonna jot down every time I hear like a bottle of champagne or a bottle of like, all right, I got all these.
Let's
This is what we're
just
gonna
ask
for.
what we drank for the 200th episode. man.
It'll,
Oh yeah.
There you go.
It'll be premium is considered like Kettle One's considered premium.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting.
Yeah, that's probably what we're
That's what we're getting.
I wonder if they give you mixers with it too.
I would expect them to give you mixers. Maybe a couple Red Bulls, a little thing of cranberry,
Well, this is gonna be interesting.
club soda.
But as I was telling the guys yesterday, it was kind of interesting, and it's sponsored by Card Vault, which is inside is a store that's connected. A very cool store too. From what I've seen on social media, Card Vault. It's like connected to the Gillette Stadium for the Patriots, and then there's the the Big Break, the event. They do a lot of events, but they also do breaks, and they're a Boston company. And then they got our friends from Sports Card Nonsense, which are technically a Boston company. And then I looked and I see the head of marketing is a Boston fan. So it all works out.
So
on
what
why
you're
there's a lot of
what you're
Boston
telling
stuff
me is I need to come decked out in my 21-22 champion Warriors gear is what I think
Yeah.
you're telling me right now.
going on. Or you might be better off wearing a Larry Bird.
I know. I'm trying. I came out. I'm looking for violence. So
just
let's
walk
go.
around and be like, hey, did anybody see the NBA Finals this year? Like, anybody
Yeah,
catch
can
it?
anyone remind me what
Remind
happened?
me what-
I was
Did-
out of town.
Who
those
won
couple
again?
weeks.
Who won?
Yeah, what happened?
I mean, you got Boston. You guys have enough championships. You don't need them all.
Yeah, they're
Actually, you need to get a custom-made suit with just all Draymond faces,
yes.
like just a nice suit.
Oh.
with all Draymond faces.
You're telling me that Draymond's probably not going to be there.
I wouldn't think so.
Actually,
he does
I-
hang out with Jason Tatum.
I think we do know who's DJing the party, right?
Yes. Yeah, DJ Ski will be the DJ for the party.
that
That's all
public-
we know
Is
so
that
far.
public knowledge.
Yeah, that's public
okay.
knowledge.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
DJ Ski. DJ Ski. What's his biggest hit as a DJ?
He's a DJ from the LA area, radio DJ. I know that's how he got his start, and like was one of the first guys to give airtime to like Kendrick Lamar and to.
So
some
he wasn't
other
an
pretty
actual
notable
like a
artists.
Dr.
I think he's
Dre.
also like a D. Oh, he's like a.
He was the game's main DJ for a
Yes.
long time.
Was
Yes,
he really?
exactly.
From the very beginning of his career.
I'm trying to see because I as a music guy, I feel really bad not knowing this. I feel
I'm a
like I
huge
should.
I'm a huge game fan, so I've always known who DJ Ski was.
Yeah, I know he's a Halo and stuff, right?
Oh wait, there was something about NASCAR down there. Might want to read that on February.
DJ Ski became the first
NASCAR,
DJ to
NASCAR
DJ live
fast.
during a NASCAR
Like
race.
a NASCAR
Busch
fast.
Lights
Yep,
at the LA Coliseum in February 6, 2022.
yep, he gets it.
But it
the,
doesn't say what
yeah.
he did. It doesn't say.
Clash. Is that the one? The
Yep.
NASCAR Clash.
Yep. It was actually a tough race to watch. It was a tiny,
It was.
tiny little course.
The one in Chicago looks exciting. Is it this weekend in Chicago? Is it the one they're doing on the streets?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a
It'll be
like a
interesting.
road course. I'm not a big road course fan.
I do
not
like his tops cards though. I think he does a really good job.
They're
on,
really cool. The
on some
Kanye
of
ones
that
from
stuff.
last year's National were really, really cool. So, yeah.
He
excited
started
about
Dash Radio in 2015, partnering with Snoop Dogg, Kylie Jenner, Odd Future, the Grammys, EA Sports, T-Boz, Steve Wonder, Wu-Tang Clan, and XXL Magazine, Strange Music Incorporated, the computer game show, blah blah blah. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I thought maybe he had like a song, like that he was on. I guess he's more of a like a wiki DJ, right? Not a
No, I think he's more of like a radio DJ.
Right. Oh,
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. More than a little bit of both. A lot of both.
Yep.
So yeah, that's going down.
That's awesome.
That'll be good.
I'm excited.
It'll
for
be
that.
really good.
I'm excited for that. Do you think he'll play? Who should we request? If you had one song for DJ Ski to play, what would you pick?
Well, considering there's a lot of Boston people, I'm just going to be like, all the E40 possible, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Damn, you are really looking for violence,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm a straight troll game on that night. Let's go. If that you told me that, like, it's time. Let's do it.
But yeah, we're interested to rip my NFT packs, I guess, and my infinite object that we'll be getting,
Yes.
Yes,
that
the
is?
infinite object. Yes.
which is a frame of an NFT.
Maybe
with a
it's
company.
I bet you it
Panini-
looks cool as hell, dude.
Panini swim trunks, so we can get in the pool.
Dude,
What's
that's
up?
awesome.
Yep.
That is awesome.
I have
Don't
Panini.
jump in with your infinite object.
I have Panini shorts. I got some.
Really?
Yeah.
When did they give those
but
away?
you guys don't have it. No, yeah, I know people.
They're the right. Are they like the right size?
They're the way I like them.
Ah.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh,
They're not.
they're
Baggy.
basketball shorts. Then.
Yeah, Jordan
okay.
Poole wouldn't like them.
Oh, I wouldn't like them then either.
No, yeah.
Allen Iverson would like them,
Oh
though.
yeah, he'd
Got
be
it.
like, get me some of those.
Right.
Those are dope.
I'm a skies out, thighs out guy. No.
Yeah, I'm.
It's, the pool.
Yeah, if I can get it as close to like my sock level as possible, that's where I'm at.
Sandler chic is what we call
Pretty
that.
much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Chess Sandler chic.
Adam Sandler's got it. He's got it figured out. He
He's
knows
got
fashion.
it.
He knows fashion.
Sandler wears what I wear to bed. That's looks like
Yep.
if I just rolled out of bed.
It's comfortable.
It is.
That's what I would look at because all my old basketball shorts are now my shorts I wear to bed. So, but anyways, we're gonna have our booth. We're having two booths at the National. We got booths 5105 and 5045. The 5045 is when we're going to be doing the free breaks. So we have 12 different free breaks and free shirts all weekend. So if you're in Atlantic City, stop on by the booth, get yourself a free break. We're going to be breaking. We've got 2020 or 21-22 black. We've got clearly authentic baseball. We're doing tier 1. These are all free. All you got to do is sign up. We'll capture your email. Make sure it's a real one because we do verify. Come by the booth, get a free break spot. It'll be great. We have our new Atlantic City shirt, which is our main logo, but it says Major Mojo on the back, so pay attention for contests regarding that. We're also going to be doing massive amounts of breaks online for you folks that can't make it. So you can get a piece of the National online. So C-Rad, Greg will be holding it down, doing some National breaks that'll include bonus silver packs, gold packs that are only available at the National. And we have our massive giveaway. It's a crazy giveaway. It is first, so all you gotta do is enter into the breaks that say NSCC in them. So if there's gonna be like an NSCC 1, NSCC 2, NSCC 3. As long as you get into there, you get an entry into the giveaway spot for spot. Grand prize, $10,000 spending spree on our website. We have a Tom Brady signed Super Bowl ball. We have a Steph Curry, Klay Thompson signed ball. We've got a Trey Lance signed helmet, which probably should be the grand prize. We've got a Pele signed jersey. We've got boxes, silver packs, gold packs. It's going to be like over 30 different prizes. It's over like $40,000 in giveaways just for joining these breaks. So get on mojobreak.com for that. So that'll be awesome. So, and then on top of that, we're going to be doing our content. So next week we won't have a regular hype show, but we're going to have a lot of Mojo sessions. So we've got Card Collector 2 coming by. I believe Cassius Marsh, I haven't confirmed. He said he's down. Football player Cassius Marsh is going to be on the show. We've got Little Pullman. We've got Jaspy's Hobbyland lined up for the show. We've got the great Doug Plagans, the Florida Panthers. It's gonna be the return of the Doug Show. We've got lots of stuff going down from a podcast standpoint, so a lot of stuff for you guys to listen to. So I know there was a guy yesterday who shout out. He said he goes on his run, listens to the podcast. So thank you. And so hopefully you'll have some more stuff next week to listen to. The videos will be also posted on our channel as well as the audio versions, of course, on Spotify and iTunes. So how exciting is that, man? There's so much stuff going on. My head hurts in a good way.
One more thing though, like if you are at the National and you have a previous shirt or any type of Mojo Break branded swag, wear it. Come by the booth. We always give out free packs and extra free swag as well. So.
And I'm glad you brought that up because, yes, you can get a free pack by just wearing an old shirt. But if you come by, get the new shirt, and then wear it the next day, you get a pack. So like, hey, you're like kind of advertising for us. Come by, wear your shirt. Say, hey, I'm wearing your shirt. Obviously, here it is. And one of our booth members will give you a free pack just for wearing the shirt. Free shirt, free pack, free breaks. It's awesome.
Free stuff.
Free
Doesn't
hand
like it.
sanitizer. There's limited quantity of that.
Hands, don't drink it.
Don't drink it.
Gonna be touching a lot of cards all weekend. Got to keep those hands clean.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're going to be exchanging a bunch of money.
Yeah, money, dirt.
need-
Mom always said money. Don't put that in your mouth. Don't do anything with that money. It's the dirtiest thing you could touch, right
Yeah,
there. Money.
that's
is.
why we're bringing the hand sanitizer.
We love
And
it.
you're going to probably bring the spray for the mics.
I will bring the spray.
Oh, for the headsets.
Yeah, I don't leave this place without it.
Are we going to do a national dance out there, or like with the headset, like kind of like maybe Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? It's the first time we're bringing out the headsets, guys. So
Yep.
we're gonna look official.
Yeah,
out
we're gonna look like a '90s boy band.
The
It's gonna
issue
look
the
great.
issue is that they're not wireless.
No, they
So I foresee there being a huge issue with the cords, and
We'll keep
you
the-
do one twirl and there it goes. There
I'll
goes
keep
the
the
mixer.
choreography compact, and we'll keep it tight.
Yeah, I
we'll,
think-
we'll be fine.
Just got to do the lean back. I think
Yeah,
we're
just-
safe with the lean back.
or the dice roll. That looked weird. So yeah, lots of fun stuff going down. Big giveaways, shirts, great content going to be in there. Our new guy Tyler's going to be out there for. He's been doing breaks for us on Whatnot. He'll be getting he'll be putting together some content out there as well. Cody's never been to a national, so I think his mind's going to blow up.
This is national #1 for me.
It's
I'm
overwhelming. I'll just off the bat, like the size of the event is. I mean, you were at the Mint.
stoked. Yeah.
That was like tiny
I think
compared to the national.
This will definitely be the biggest convention I've been to since I did Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con for a couple years. I'm assuming probably about close to that size.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
this. So I feel like I've kind of mentally prepared, but also like it's been a long time since I've done that. So I can't wait. I'm stoked.
I think Long Arms has been to a lot of them.
Yeah,
I think Mike has been to, I would say at least 5.
He's a veteran, dude.
yeah. Maybe call him Long Arms. You'll see him. He'll be at our booth.
Long Arms.
He'll probably be. I don't know how to describe him. It won't be
He'll
Tyler.
have long arms.
I was gonna say I think,
Won't have long arms.
I think the description's
He's
in
got
the
the
name,
best
right?
tan out of all of us, so you'll be able to tell
That's
him he's
fair.
the most tan guy at the Mojobreak booth. So you say, hey, Long Arms, he'll appreciate that. But he's been our warrior going out to the national and helping us man the booth and stuff. You don't see him on camera much, but he comes out to the events.
There's some videos out there of him breaking back in the
That's where he
day.
got the nickname Long Arms.
That's where he got the nickname Long Arms. But yeah, he'll be conducting a lot of the free breaks and all that good stuff. So
Oh yeah, and we actually are going to be on the Sports Card Nonsense podcast again, so we'll be on that one as well.
I gotta
forgot to
dress
mention
up.
Yep.
that.
I think it's a classy joint.
I think a lot of the stuff hasn't really technically been announced yet. I know Leaf has their box redemption program. I know Pop Century. Do we have any images on any of the chases on Pop Century? I know that's a pretty interesting release that comes out always around the national.
Some of the big, I mean, it's a lot of the names you suspect. I think there's some new Marvel stars. If you saw Shang-Chi, the star of that Simu Lee,
sick.
He's in this set. There are also some surprise ones that they have yet. There's 2 surprise autos in Pop Century that are so big they didn't want to announce them.
Wow.
Yet,
So wait, you're telling me that the main actor, Simu
Yep.
Liu's going to be in Pop?
His auto is in Pop Century.
Okay, I'm
yes.
collecting his rainbow.
So Marvel, and there's Marvel fans are going to be pretty happy. There's a
I
lot
could
of
just
big Marvel chases.
pray that there's an MGK Megan Fox dual auto. That would just I'd be chasing that.
Yeah.
I'd be buying cases.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Liquidate my wallet. But Panini's going to be doing the silver packs. I don't think they've came out with the quantities yet. Usually it's like you buy a box from one of the vendors, which is usually Steel City Blowouts, David Adams, and maybe a few more. And you buy that certain box there. You can't open it. They give you a little sticker on the box. You can't open the box yet. You take it over to Panini, and then they peel the sticker off or whatever it is, and you get X amount of packs per whatever box you get. So that's going to be a popular thing. I know they do their box wars at Panini, so they'll probably be bringing that back. We're going to be doing the kids break at Tops, which is a lot of fun.
4:00 Eastern time.
Yes, and
Saturday.
I don't know how you sign up your kid, but you would probably, since it's Saturday, I would probably if you have a kid, you're going to be at the National and you're interested in getting in the kids break, I would probably get there on Wednesday or whatever day they open and find out details on that, on how the Tops is
I know how we conducted it last year, but we haven't been in contact with them about doing the same thing. So, because we actually, remember we handed them scratchers.
That's right.
And they passed them out.
They passed them out. You know,
So
well, we need to get on that.
yeah, we. That's why I was like, we didn't do that this year, but we could probably make it happen.
Yeah, we could make that happen. Upper Decks.
Maybe 11 free break.
Yeah. Rapper. Oh yeah. Rapper redemption packs as well for Upper Deck. And I was gonna say a couple things about the National. I mean, the greatest thing and the most important thing is being around people that think the same, like that are interested in the same thing that you are. I mean, whether it's, memorabilia, whether it's cards, like, I know me personally, beyond the guys in this room, there's not a lot of people I know that I can talk cards with. I see a lot of my friends I haven't seen for years there, some customers probably that I hadn't seen since the last Atlantic City will probably be there this year. And being able to hang out with them, being face-to-face, getting a drink or whatever you do, and just, being able to have fun together as a group in person is amazing. And, being able to meet our great customers that we've had for 12 years and being able to, tell them how much we appreciate them. The kids break, too. I mean, you guys will film it. And, I mean, the look on these kids' faces is like, it's just any auto. It's insane, how happy they are. And it's like, man, I should be this happy if I get a Chase Utley auto or something. I should be really excited. And it's fun. It's just a lot of excitement, a lot of things to see. Our voices will be gone.
I was
by
gonna say,
Friday.
what's the one thing that you're gonna try to avoid doing?
Losing my voice?
Yeah, that's by Thursday.
I may look into some remedies, like some tea remedies, like to mix into my
hot teas, lozenges.
Yes.
I'm bringing a bag of cough drops for sure. Just
sucking
just
down boiling hot tea.
Yep, you
Just
got
chugging
it. The middle of summer in New Jersey, just drinking 150-degree tea.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I think for us California guys, it's the humidity that probably hurts the old throat, but I think mainly it is you don't realize how loud you have to talk.
No, it's what it is that you're constantly trying to talk over something, and you're going from being extremely hot and then walking into a building that's extremely cold. And I think that, and vice versa. I think it's just a lot. It's a lot for your throat, especially having to walk through casinos and stuff like that where they're pumping AC in there like crazy. So
I think maybe also taking a walk on the boardwalk, getting that ocean air at night. Maybe that'll help,
Maybe taking a little, maybe go surfing.
Yeah, why not?
People surfing.
I cannot imagine. I've never been to Atlantic City, but it does not strike me as a place where people surf.
Cool. Let's do it.
We should go surfing.
Remember the last time we were there, we went to that club on the beach, and it was that was a low club.
There was a lot of people there.
There was.
Nobody surfing.
No. No,
but there was a lot. I mean, it was pretty typical beach club, but with there might have been 1,000 people there.
Yeah, it was pretty insane.
There was a lot of people.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. I mean, it was a lot of different times. Back in 2016, there was casinos that were closed. There was casinos that were open had their employees picketing because they were unfair wages or whatever. There was nowhere to eat past 10. So I'm hopeful this year that 6 years later that they've got it figured out. They know a big group of people are coming into town. They're going to be well prepared. I mean, because it was last year, and we're not going to be. I mean, we're going to be out late with these parties and these breaks and stuff that we're doing. But we were breaking from the floor at the National last year, in 2016. Were you with us then?
No, I probably joined you guys right after that.
I feel like you were though.
No.
Maybe it was right after, but yeah, we would finish breaking at the breaker.
We had Billy,
yeah,
and we had James,
and Cherie was out there.
Yeah,
our shipping manager at the time, and you'd close up at 10 because we'd be breaking, and then nothing was open. There's no food anywhere. Literally everything was closed. So, no 7-Eleven. I would have taken a big bite at that point. It was nothing was open. So I'm hopeful that this is going to be different this year, and there's going to be plenty of places to eat.
And if people have any recommendations on where we should be eating, hit us up in the comments.
Well, there's that sandwich place out there, right?
There is, and I think didn't we go there?
We did. I think we ordered ahead of time. It took 45 minutes.
Yeah, and I mean, I had a sandwich today, and Togo's is pretty good.
It is.
So I don't know. I don't know if I'd fly all the way to Atlantic City to get that sandwich again. So there has to be something better, right?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
gotta be some pizza.
Don't want to have to make the hour 15 trek back up to Philly just for a good meal, you know?
I mean, we may want
we might have to at some point.
may want to get a good meal when we get off the plane.
Absolutely.
Since we're already in Philly.
Yeah.
You know, just a
Cheesesteak
just
time.
a cheesesteak. You know,
Just a cheesesteak.
Geno's and Pat's. Geno's
yeah.
and Pat's.
But there's another one that's
I see. I know from in the know of Philly of folks from Philly. There are like 2 other big cheesesteak places that are
John-
the ones to go to. I've heard
John's.
that one. Yeah,
John-
John's. I've heard.
John's I went to when I went to the Transcendent party, and that place was really good.
nice.
Yeah, I have heard that.
And just quick advice before we end the show. I mean, if I was going in there, unfortunately, I have not been to a national as a participant. So I've always been working it. But I think kind of like getting the schedules ready, narrowing everything down on what you want to do. Find out what cards you're really looking for. If you're looking for PC cards, kind of narrow that down because it could be overwhelming. You could literally be walking around, you didn't buy anything, you kind of feel like you didn't do anything. So have a goal. If you want to sell something, find out who's selling. I know who I recommend if you're trying to sell a card. RBI Crew is always very fair. They always seem to be buying. Check with them up front. They're on social media. They're great at buying cards, at giving you cash or trade or whatever they're doing out there. If you're looking for wax, kind of look at what price point you're looking at. I'm sure the silver stuff will already be out, so you can kind of prepare for how many silver packs you have on your budget and stuff like that. And maybe if you're looking to buy singles, maybe kind of scope around first, take some pictures or get some ideas, and then maybe look at comps and then come back. Don't feel pressured into like paying sticker price on some of these singles because the market's changing. I'm sure if one guy has a silver prism Mac Jones, I'm sure there's 15 other guys that have silver prism Mac Jones, if that's something you're looking for. So be prepared on what you're actually looking for and don't get swallowed up on like, I really like this card, I'm going to pay whatever it takes, So unless you have an unlimited budget, it doesn't matter.
And if you're looking for sealed wax, I mean, I think off the top of my head, the 3 places that I would probably stop first because they have the biggest selection would be DA, Blowout, Steel City would be the 3 that I'd recommend. Huge boots. Like, I mean, huge.
And you usually don't ever have to wait if you want something.
You don't have to wait.
They have enough staff. They have like
enough staff.
20 people on staff ready to take your money.
You'll be in it. You can be in and out of there in 3 minutes.
And a lot of them will do certain boxes that get you into like, because we didn't even talk about the Panini VIP party, which could have been a whole other segment on its own. But it's to get into the Panini VIP party was like what, $35,000 and then $68,000 for the Super VIP. But I think a lot of these places, what they'll do is they'll put you in a drawing for that. I know Blowout's been good at that. They like, you buy these certain products and then you get an entry in. We do the drawing live on Saturday to find out if you go to the VIP party. VIP party is going to have athletes. In the past we've had Deion Sanders, Lonzo Ball,
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair was amazing.
Actually, the
Mike Ditka.
last Atlantic City one had a great lineup. That's the one with like Allen Iverson, Reggie Jackson, Scottie Pippen, Lawrence Taylor, Dominique Wilkins, I believe. My boy Chase.
I left the day before the Nationals.
My boy Chase Elliott.
Party. Yeah, so then you're going to get silver packs guaranteed with those VIP packages, gold packs. The gold packs will probably be pretty good because we haven't had gold packs since I think 2019, so we're like 3 years removed of having VIP gold packs. Yep. So those should be pretty good. They may even have stuff. Who knows? They may even put like stuff for the last 3 years. Maybe they made it and they couldn't use it. You may get some like LaMelo or maybe some. Who knows? They hadn't made, Mac Jones. You can go back the year before that, and Burrow, Herbert, maybe, because they didn't make it in the gold packs.
This is the first VIP party since 2019, right?
Yeah, because the Nationals.
So Chicago 2019.
Mm-hmm.
With
was that Cleveland?
Was it Cleveland? It was the Chipper Jones, Ric Flair, Mike Ditka.
Was that Chicago, C-Rad, the one you went out to last? So
that was Chicago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the Cleveland one was like in the kind of the ghetto of Cleveland. And that was Barry Sanders, Mike Vick.
Mo Bamba, which is, that guy is really tall. I can't remember the rest, but. Michael Vick. You just said Michael Vick?
Yeah. Barry Sanders had a great conversation with him. Really good guy. But
Barry
yeah.
Sanders Jr. was there too.
Yeah, his son was there too, who works for EA. So if you get mad at Madden ratings, I think Barry Sanders Jr. is like part of that. So
So if he's there and the ratings are out, so you know who to go scream at.
Debo, talk to him. Debo didn't make the top 10.
Please be nice to him. He's doing his best.
Makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
I get it. I mean, probably pretty good at running back.
What do
Yeah,
you
I was
right?
about to say, where does he rank if you put him at running back?
I know. Do you know what they put Cooper Kupp?
98.
You know what number he is?
99. It's got to be.
What
No.
number?
It's 2.
First,
2.
second.
He's number 2 on this.
Oh, Jamar
Oh, no.
Jamar Chase number 1.
No, he didn't make the top 10.
Jefferson.
Nope.
Devontae Adams. And is Cooper Kupp 98?
Well, he's second ranked, so I'm assuming. Yeah.
Devontae's 99.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think D-Hop's like 3rd or 4th, which is crazy because he didn't play much last year, and he's out this
I
year.
thought Jamar. There was somebody. I was actually reading this on Twitter. It was weird. It was somebody on the Cowboys. Maybe
CD?
CeeDee Lamb
He didn't make the top 10.
ranked as high as Jamar Chase
Wow.
or close to it.
I mean, they got George Kittle and Trent Williams, right?
I could be wrong though. I didn't really look into it too much.
Devontae Adams.
I haven't bought Madden for a long time.
I buy it and then I don't play it, so I just waste my money. I buy it every year, let it download for however long it takes, even with fast.
7 hours.
Yeah, it's like
Seven-
I just want
seven-
to play it now.
7 days.
I just want to play it
7 days.
now. That's the get off my lawn moment. Is like I used to be able to get a disc, put it in, play it right away. Now I can't. I gotta wait.
How are the sports games on the metaverse like? Because they have like
I haven't downloaded.
they have
one
like
yet.
football games, right?
Well, they've got I know for sure VR baseball training
keep
is a
seeing that,
thing.
Oh yeah.
Like
Where-
now it's just a training tool, which
yeah,
is kind of makes
I
sense.
just saw a commercial with CC Sabathia
Yes.
and his kid.
Yep.
And his kid is like, I use this for training.
And it
then-
makes for that and I don't know what, tennis would make sense, and basketball, football might be a little tougher.
Maybe
hockey,
just the
obviously.
throw, maybe just throwing for football.
Right. Yeah, maybe that.
Shooting.
But yeah. But yeah, for baseball, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's made for that.
Yeah, I gotta try that. I've only done like the boxing,
Boxing
training,
too, of course,
training
yeah.
thing,
And I still got to open up mine. It's still sealed in the box.
I'm
I
cool.
played-
I just give me Wii Sports and that's enough.
Wii Sports.
I
is
don't need
awesome.
anything more
I
than
did
that.
love. I did love me.
They
some Wii
came out with a
Sports.
new one, by the way, for the Nintendo Switch.
I know. I haven't gotten it
Really?
yet.
Yes.
Haven't gotten it yet. I need to get
The
it.
tennis on there was amazing.
They added some new game, some bizarre game. I think it was pickleball actually that they added.
Interesting. So, all right, guys, once again, if you want to get into that 10 case break, NT, which will go fast, guaranteed to fill and break there, it is mojobreak.com/10case, 10 case. Any NSCC break on mojobreak.com qualifies you for the big giveaway, also bonuses inside the break. And come by the booth at the National and get yourself a free break, free shirt. We'll be there all weekend, handing out free stuff, hanging out with you guys. And pay attention to the Mojo sessions. Let us know what you think about those. We have a whole star-studded lineup of Mojo session guests that we will be talking about at the National. So we will bring the National to you guys, and we will see you guys next time on The Hype.